Neil from Essex here with some new storage solutions on your equipment. We all know as you're out running around on a machine, you can't possibly have enough options for good places in order to put things. About 2 years ago, I was pretty pleased when the guys from Kits Pro came out with these storage tubes. These are plastic sleeves that you're able to put things in and slide into the large storage positions on your tractor, but these aren't available for the small machines. And I own a small machine and don't have nearly enough places to put things, so I turned to my resident 3D printing and CAD design expert.
Essex, a helping hand with your land.
So this is the full-size version. Tell me how you scaled it down.
So first off, we took inspiration from the Kits Pro tube right here, loaded up our 3D design program, and designed this tube, which is smaller, optimized for 3D printing, and is a good fit for your smaller tractors here. So the 3D printers are running just about 24/7 with a high temperature resistant, UV resistant filament fit for applications like this. Doing the ever so important job of keeping these tubes inside the loader of your tractor while you're doing your work is a set of button magnets that we have inside the cap here. During the 3D printing process, there's a stop in the programming that stops the printer in its tracks so we can go in, put our button magnets inside the cap here, and then finish printing, keeping them all sealed up inside. These button magnets do a really nice job of having a good fit inside the tractor, keeping your tube snug, but not too hard to pull out.
One of the benefits of doing this with 3D printing is that we can quickly and easily customize these different parts for the tube stock that's available on your tractor. When the Kits guys build these are significantly more expensive than what ours are. They would have gone out and spent tens of thousands of dollars in order to get extrusion molds made to be able to cast these out of plastic. And so you end up with a nice heavy duty part, but a part that is fairly expensive to make. When we crank these out in a 3D printer, we can very quickly go through and customize the sizes for them. So on your smaller Kubota tractors, your small B series, your large B series, and now your LX series tractors, there's this tube right here that's gonna fit the larger tube stock here at the base of your loader. If you pull a tape measure out, this is gonna come in at right about 60 millimeters or just less than about 2.5 inches or so. You'll also notice that out here on your loader, there's a smaller tube stock still that slides in across here. So it was really easy to take the same design and scale it down to fit into. Garrett, you glued this in place. So the tube here in the front, you're gonna notice is smaller than the one that's back around the loader here, right? This is just shrunk down for this small tube stock out here on the loader. This has the same number of magnets around the inside here in order to hold it down and is the same length. The length of all of these is limited by the height of our 3D printer, even though these could go a little bit deeper. You'll notice when you pull these in, they have a little bit of pull here on the tractor. To this point, we haven't had any of these work out and fall out, but there's not a super strong amount of force here that holds these in place. Now, as I have used these, this is small enough that only say 3-point hitch pins would fit in here, but the thing that I have really liked this for is chains for my chainsaw. Those little flexible things can drop right in here and it's a good place to be able to carry those around. Now you're gonna wanna keep in mind as you put this into your loader and your loader goes up and down, you do potentially spill the contents of this tube. But because the sides here are wrapped up and around and the back of this is cupped, or you set your loader back down again, every time I've ever gone and pulled one of these things out, the contents has come right out with it. So that's a little bit on Garrett's storage tubes for the smaller Kubota tractors. These are gonna start at $29, and as you add additional units, discounts are gonna stack up to make the per piece costs on these start to come down. You'd be surprised when you stick 4 of these around your machine, just how many additional little things you can safely carry around on your tractor. So you're shopping for parts for your machine or a piece of equipment here for your future, give us a call at Essex. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at Essex.com.